Hello, everybody. Now you've found your way to our somewhat overly bright Twitch channel, I guess we better introduce ourselves. We're the Bloodthirsty Puppets. I am Blood Puppet, and I will most likely kill you where you stand. Today we are playing D&D, set in the world of Kaelstos, and it's DM'd by our wonderful Arch. A couple of rules before we plough on much further. Don't be at all about someone's race, don't be at all about someone's gender, and most importantly, don't be at all. I'm going to hand everything over to Arch. I'm good.
Hi. This is game. This is D&D, right?
Yeah. Did I not
Cool.
say that?
Alright.
I hope so.
Jesus Christ, I hope I said that. I am overly proud of myself right now. I'm so happy with myself.
Well done.
Thank you.
So, before I go into a quick recapitulating, let's just go around, see who everybody is and what they're playing. Starting with Blood. Blood.
Thank you for the follow. Whomever that may have been.
Blood.
Yes?
Blood.
Yeah?
That's your cue.
Oh, you were talking to me. Okay. I thought you were just saying my name over and over.
No, there's only one hostess on this show.
Today I am playing Caloray. She's a human monk and somewhat socially awkward. But she does at least now know how to sell things in a shop.
Somewhat.
I would like to.
I would like to sell you something.
Yes. Let's transition over to that mysterious voice we heard, Onyx.
There's a mysterious voice. Where?
Right there.
Yeah, I'm Onyx, and I play Leon, who is a human ranger, who is having some great nights of rest at the moment. It's amazing. No scary voices, no evil laughter. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Totally legit, yeah, just totally normal night. I mean, yeah, I don't see what could possibly be wrong. And how about Casey?
Hi, I'm Casey. I play Morgane. She's an elf and a bard, and she told a story and everybody died, and everybody loved it.
Uh-huh.
So,
Casey,
yeah.
do you currently have your snowball configured as your microphone?
I don't
Yes,
think
it's
so.
a yes.
Do I?
Oh, okay. Do me a favor, Casey. Move the snowball like right up to your mouth.
Also, you have a boom stand on it. Why aren't you just using that?
I don't understand what the
Why is
question
that
is,
not-
and I won't respond to it.
Easy answer, instead of Neil's sarcastic one, is the snowball needs to be literally right in front of your mouth like what I'm doing right now.
Nom nom nom.
Snowball.
Nope, you're...
Oh god. Oh no.
Oh, don't mess with the camera. That's not.
No, it's fine. So long as nobody drops out, we're good.
Jesus Christ. Alright, anyways, moving along.
Snowball. It's
Yo.
Move the
Hey,
snowball.
Neil.
there. Is it better now? I changed it so it made sure it's
No, why would you do that? The whole
Why
point
is
of
it not
having a
a
snowball is
snowball?
for quality.
You're supposed to use it.
friggin' because then I have to like lean like this the whole time.
We can hear Casey perfectly fine. Let us move on and we can insult technology during the break.
Rocks fall, everyone dies.
Rock falls, everyone dies. 10-minute timer.
Baby dragons come raining down from Skagith all over.
Yeah.
We'll die.
No, they're cute dragons. They won't kill us.
Baby, yeah.
I feed
they're
them.
Baby dragons.
They're baby dragons. They're very
Anyways, so to give a quick recap, last time you guys traveled back to Breck after successfully finding Luke and the Panther. You guys spoke of the Sticks of Habakkuk, who is a captain of a ship that is a pirate hunting crew, and he basically said, if we're going to be taking on the Pirate Cove, for people, because we can't do it with just the people we have right now. So he is going to go work on that once the ship gets repaired, and he has tasked you guys with essentially going Cove and scouting it out, finding out any details you can, and that's it. And we ended with you guys making your way to the easternmost island of Pelin. a turtle head, according to Neil, and I tend to agree. Right. So let's get into the shtick of things. Let's get rid of that music because that's the recap music. Let's go to.
We have
we're in a
recap
forest,
music?
So let's play the forest.
Holy
That
shit.
was the recap music.
Holy
yeah.
shit!
Where exactly in the woods are we right now on the map?
You
I mean, I know
guys,
that they can't see the map, but I can. So.
you guys basically just got off of the second log bridge, spanning the middle strip island.
Oh, okay, that makes
See
sense.
where the trees are?
Where?
Smooth,
So
smooth.
many trees. Helpful.
On the
So
turtle,
helpful.
on the turtle head.
No, I got it.
All right, just
Where the
making sure.
trees are isn't helpful, but I got it.
And let's play some good music there. All right.
Wasn't wrong though.
So, currently you guys are just on the edge of the shoreline, just getting off of the woodlog spanning the two islands. And currently the sun is setting. You guys have a little bit more daylight that you could probably inland a bit. But after that, it's probably going to become a bit too dark to continue on.
Well, I don't see any reason to stop now.
Yeah.
Huh?
If we can walk a bit further in the daylight that remains, we should get as far as we can before we absolutely have to make camp. The quicker we can get there, the better.
Agreed.
I agree too.
Yeah, okay, yeah, go. Alright.
Okay. So, you guys continue to push your way through right up until the point where it becomes too dark for you to really do much of anything. And sun sets, you find a little camping area. It's not much, it's basically just a patch of dirt with a fair amount of trees surrounding it. Looks like it's probably a bedding area for some of I assume you guys are making a full camp and then taking watch, or what are you guys planning to do?
Yeah,
Camp,
sounds
then
good to me.
watch. Yeah, and I cast alarm, like always.
Alright, so you guys set up a nice cozy little camp, get yourself a fire going, have some rations and whatnot. Just generally enjoying the seems to be this neck of the woods. As the night begins to grow darker and a little bit tired, you each one by one start heading to bed.
I cast Dark Vision on the other two.
On which two?
The other two that can't see in the dark.
Well, you
Not
can't
me.
either, right?
Correct.
Okay, so you're casting it on them.
Yes, and then I will sit down and meditate for half an hour.
I don't know. I mean, are you taking first watch, or are you just gonna go to sleep?
Oh, I'm gonna go sleep, screw this. I can meditate later.
It's kind of like a meditation.
Yeah, sleep is like meditation, right?
Sure, if you're an elf.
Okay, I'll rephrase it. So I'm supposed to either take a short rest and or meditate for half an hour? So would sleeping for 2 hours count for me to regain my KE points?
I mean, you're taking a long rest right now, so
I mean, if I woke up to take watch 2 or 3 or 4, would I have slept long enough to get my key points back and cast Dark Vision on myself?
you're doing a short rest, then yes.
If we're doing a long rest and I wake up to do my watch and then go back to sleep.
Yeah.
Okay, good. That's fine. In that case, I cast Dark Vision on these two and then request to have the last watch. Just to be sure.
So, Leon, you cast your alarm spell. Are you doing audible or mental?
Mental and party members exempt.
Okay, including
Ava.
And Ava.
we'll assume from now on that if you're saying party members, Ava would be included in that.
Yeah, Ava's one of us.
Mm-hmm.
Basically,
She gave me a bath.
Google gobble, Google gobble.
That's
kitty bath.
you know, that's as good a sign of friendship as any. You guys haven't given me a bath yet.
I mean,
Do you
want
want
one?
to?
Jesus.
This is out of character.
Oh, good. I'm not sure how Canary would feel about that, but she'd probably just go to sleep.
It would make. I think it would make everyone really uncomfortable if Malik came up to his twin and was like, "Give me a bath."
It's like,
Taking first,
yeah, it's
taking
like,
first watch.
not me.
Obviously, that just confirms Kalik.
Aw,
I'll
dude.
go into the night because my dark vision isn't dependent on a spell.
Okay, who's
So-
taking first watch?
I can. I don't care.
Someone go first watch.
I can. I don't care.
Okay, so then you're taking first watch. So then Leon is going to sleep, I suppose.
Yeah. I'm gonna wake up in the middle of the night anyway, so I'll take a middle watch.
So, you bed down for your rest. Malik, you just kind of make yourself a nice little cozy spot to sit down and keep watching the area. Roll me a wisdom check.
Oh, I hate these general checks.
Non-natural 20.
Non-natural.
Nice. Alright, so during your watch, so the group's already sound asleep. You can see Cholera is just kind of in this meditative slumber. It seems like she's sleeping on the road almost. Morgane is curled up in a ball in her sleeping bag, I assume. And Leon is kind of like in a of limbs and fur with Ava.
Accurate.
You're just kind of sitting next to the fire, stoking it and keeping watch of the area. And the longer that you take your watch, the more you feel at peace. This woods just feels very familiar to you. Very similar to when you were training with Reed. Like, just a general sense of calm that you haven't felt for a while. You can hear the nearby insects chirping into the night. There's a gentle breeze. Feels pretty calming, actually. Which is not really something you felt in a while.
Cool. I don't fall asleep.
No.
Glad to hear it.
Stop falling asleep and letting people die.
Your watch goes by. There doesn't seem to be all that much going on beyond that. Just seems like a really nice night for you.
Cool.
Who are you waking up?
Was I gonna wake up Onyx?
I don't know. Were you?
I don't know.
Who's Onyx?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
They're all asleep. You could wake anybody up, really.
Wake up Ava. Let Ava take a watch.
I mean, technically.
Actually, that does bring up a good point. Leon, could you give me Ava's passive, please?
Perception. 14.
Thank you. Good to know that the Panther has more perception than anybody else in the party besides you.
I was about to say that.
Take a
my God.
perception check. I took a wisdom check, thank you.
That makes me feel terrible.
And she has advantage on anything with smell, so I don't know if that helps passive.
It does actually. Advantage with passives means +5.
Okay.
Okay. So Malik, up to you.
I believe that I'm supposed to wake up Leon.
Can wake up whoever you
Morgane
want.
was going to, like, be last, I think, because she has the natural vision. I have to wake up the ones with the spells on them. Who has the spells on them?
I can do. I can put the spell
you
on me.
do, and Leon does.
Okay, then I'll wake up Leon, because those two go first, right? Yeah, and wake up Leon.
Good morning.
Good morning. Everything is fine, the woods are nice.
I like nice woods. I'm still obviously half asleep at the moment.
Yeah, I didn't hear any wolves or anything, or howls, I guess, since I don't think I determined there were wolves. That was a guess. Good night.
Good night. I kind of literally walk towards the edge of wherever we're camping, just kind of sit down and begin the process of waking up. I bring Ava with me, obviously.
Yeah, Ava wakes up with you as Malik goes to bed. And you just set up a nice little area and start trying to wake yourself up, doing whatever mental exercise, physical exercises, whatever have you. Ava is just kind of stretching, does like that
I teach Ava
cat
how to
yawn.
sit.
Roll a animal handling with disadvantage because you just taught her something else.
Sorry, I just read Morgane's comment. My bad.
You spend most of pretty much the entirety of your watch trying to get Ava to sit on command. Seemed to be getting the hang of it. Every time you're saying the command, she's just kind of like tilting her head to the side and ears perking straight up, looking at you with confusion.
Okay, and just to remind her, I'm gonna get her to wave again.
She does the floppy paw thing. Just kind of really awkwardly.
I just say good girl and give her a nice pet all over.
She gives you like a nuzzle and then like starts nuzzling at your bag, clearly trying to get the food.
I give her some food.
She purrs contently. However, you're so distracted that you don't realize nothing happened.
Oh no! How could I have missed that? And I wake up. It's been over an hour. That counts as a short rest. I wake up Calare.
Okay, I wake up. What? Wait.
I think I forgot the order watches are supposed to go in. I think you're good though. Good luck. I go back to sleep.
I look around like, you've been awake for an hour. You dick.
I'm already sleeping.
Realizing that she can't see anything, she does the hand wavy thing across her eyes and like draws in all her focus, and like I'll start visioning myself. And then I begin to prowl the exterior of where the alarm is. How big's the alarm area?
Alarm is... I think it's 20 feet.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not a lot.
20-foot cube.
Okay.
Oh,
10-foot
20
radius.
okay.
I'll just patrol the kind of the edge of this, like moving on every couple of minutes or something, just moving from place to place.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a wisdom check.
Oh no. Come on, load roll 20. Stop being a pain. There we go. It's just a straight check. No
Yeah,
save.
Straight check.
I'm really good at this. 5.
Very. Yeah, apparently so good. So you take your watch and just start patrolling the perimeter of where you know the alarm spell to be. Just for whatever reason, during the entire watch, you feel like on edge. To do with the last woods that you guys were camping in, the things that Leon was telling you about there being bears and the wolf. You feel very not claustrophobic per se, but you feel like almost like the shadows are like swarming in around it.
How tall are
You
the
don't
trees?
ever actually fairly tall actually.
Are they
It seems like
climbable?
in yeah.
Cool. If she's feeling claustrophobic, I will climb a tree. Just so I can get up to the stars.
Skag says you might want to move the dice rolling on the overlay.
Yeah, I know. I'm on it, sort of. I'll do it once we're done with this bit. Yeah, I'm just gonna climb a tree.
Alright, so you take your time trying to climb up a tree, perch yourself on a branch, I assume. Just continue to keep watch from there. Rest of your round seems to go by uneventfully. You never really feel comfortable, but nothing ever seems to actually happen.
Being that I think I've had a long enough rest and that I've done 2 hours, I'm gonna wake up Morgane, even though her watch is about to be 3 hours long. I'll climb down, and I will give her a slight shake, just to wake her up. I won't kick her like I do with Malik.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Feeling a little bit on edge. I'm not really sure why, so just keep an eye out.
Okay.
I'm
She
probably
wakes up eating chips.
yeah, smooth. I take the food away from her face. No, I'm joking. I'm probably gonna if I'm like, am I still feeling really uneasy when I'm still trying to go to sleep? Do I still feel really claustrophobic and all that jazz?
Well, it just seems like you're on edge because you're the one, like, you know in your head that you're the one that's keeping watch, like, you're the protector sort of thing.
Oh, okay. Oh, now my shift's over. Good night. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, Morgaine.
What's up?
So, you, I assume, do the same thing, just set up a little area for you to keep watch,
Yeah.
just kind of sit there. Being that you're an elf, you don't really need to sleep per se, so you kind of just go into your list whenever you can.
Yeah.
Watching your surroundings, for the most part, doesn't seem like there's anything really going on as well. It seems like it's a pretty calm night. You can see often, like, there is little bits of light starting to shine through from the sun as it rises, but it's still fairly dark. Like, the sun hasn't actually crested up yet, but the sky is getting lighter. Off in the distance, you notice that there seems to be something white that seems to be moving through the air, generally in your direction.
Okay. Like fast or slow?
It doesn't seem to be moving like super fast. It just seems to be just moving in your direction.
How many hours would you say that I've been on watch at this point?
Maybe like an hour. You figure probably in another like hour, hour and a half, the sun's probably gonna rise up.
I'm gonna... Said it's a white thing that's coming towards us?
Yeah, it seems to be some sort of light source that is just moving through the
light
air.
source. I thought you said some kind of something that was like white that's just shooting through the air towards us. I was like, what the? I'm gonna wake up Leon because I figure he's had enough time to sleep at this point, and you know, he's got a panther, so he's currently the most capable of us fighting wise. So I'm like, it's probably nothing to be alarmed about, but like there's some sort of light source heading towards us very slowly.
That's called the moon. Why'd you wake me up?
No, it's not the moon.
Oh, what is it? What
I
is it?
don't know. It's something.
I look for said light source.
You can quite clearly see it to be flying over the trees.
Do I recognize it as anything I might know?
Not from this instance. It seems to be making its way generally in your direction. It doesn't seem to be flying in like a straight line. It seems to be moving kind of erratically.
Any idea how long it'll take to get here?
5 minutes.
Does it look magical at all? I mean, it's glowy flying light source,
It's
but
a flying, glowing light source. Of course, it's magical.
I'm gonna let you speculate on that one.
I'm gonna say yes, and I'm gonna go wake Malik up because magic stuff.
Oh my god, why would you do that?
Hey Malik, there's something magical I want you to take a look at.
Yeah, let me do an Arcana check of 0. You're just telling him that?
Yeah, and
Okay.
I point in case you miss it because you're not very observant.
Burn.
Burn on Millie, guys. I'm asking for his help.
I am a wisdom.
My
nerd.
God.
So thanks. Thanks. My one strong suit, and you doubt that I can. Okay. I'm gonna look at it and then go back to sleep.
Alright, you look up in the sky, see a bright thing heading generally in your direction, and then go back to sleep.
Thank you for your help.
I assume that
close
was-
my eyes and I'm trying to sleep. I'm like, yeah. What is it?
That's what I'm asking.
Why do you think that I'm gonna know what that is?
Because we're in woods and it's magic.
Let me look. And I'd take a closer glance at this thing.
Well, after a few minutes of just general party bickering,
I'm still asleep, by the way.
yeah, with Cholera mindlessly asleep, the source of light finally starts to fly overhead. It's a bat. Really
Magic bat.
big one.
It's a light bat! Shoot it! I can have magical powers!
Go wake up.
I can become
No,
Batwoman!
Calorie
Do it!
Get her powers.
Sleeping, shut up.
But I want to be
Once
Batman!
I see it's like a weird bat thing, I'm gonna like go poke Calorie.
Why are you waking her up?
What?
I don't know.
It's
It
just a
can't.
bat.
It's not early, is. Well, it's still dark, kind of.
There's a light bat.
As you say that, it flies overhead and then starts flying back in the direction it came from.
Okay, bye,
Well,
light
that
bat.
was useless. Thanks, light bat.
Do we think
You
that
have-
maybe that's dangerous? All the other creatures apart from Ava here have been
I think it would've
self-destructive.
saved us.
Well, Ava also tried to kill us to start with.
Yeah. Maybe you could bond yourself a bat.
I don't think I need more than one.
He said
Bats?
we could stack.
Maybe. I'm going to see where it flies to. I'm going to climb up the tree again.
How far away is it?
Currently, it's probably about maybe like 300-400 feet at this point. It seems to be flying back in the direction it came from. Which, Cholera, you notice it to be heading southeast.
Is that not towards where we're supposed to be going?
For the most part, yeah, in that general direction.
It would appear that this light bat is heading in the direction we're headed anyway.
Well, maybe it'll kill all the pirates for us.
We're not killing the pirates, we're just spying on them.
Yeah, but if the pirates die, then we don't have anything better to do than go back to the thing and do guild stuff.
We should at least make note of this creature for your friend Luca and for our druid friend, our other mage friend, whose name I totally, absolutely 100% remember.
Kramer.
Kramer.
Listen,
Kramer.
Fraser. His name's
No,
Fraser.
no, it's not.
Kramer.
Yep.
I don't even know what you're talking
something
about.
with a B that's not Balson, but it's something
Yep.
else with a B.
It's
I
Baldwin.
remember because
Uh,
I wanted to
yeah,
be Kramer because I have fond memories of a different wizard.
Nope.
me too.
Baldwin
Balheim?
the wizard.
No, that's not him.
Baldwin.
Baldwin.
Yep.
Yes. The only other name I've got in here is Jim, and I don't think that applies right now.
Nope.
We should also be able to inform Luca and Baldwin of what we see.
Jim is the one on guard.
Yes, he's our one-armed guard. I climbed down from the tree.
Okay.
Have we...
At this point, the sun is rising.
I stay up in the tree to watch the sunrise.
It rises.
Wow. Come on, I'm having a beautiful moment. I'm sitting in the top of the trees. I'm watching a light bat disappear off into the distance. And I'm watching the sun come up as it flies towards it. Come on, man. It's a
May the
profound
force-
moment.
No, that happens every day, right?
For a man
Literally
of-
every day.
For a man of nature, this is still a beautiful sight. And if you don't want to find the
Yeah, but
tranquility in it,
happens
stay down
every
there.
day.
I've seen better.
Well, I'm going to
You
enjoy the
guys are
moment.
So boring. That was such a cool light bat.
Oh no, we're talking about the sunrise.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
really cool. I don't want
Would you want to come up here, Morgaine? The other two seem not to want to enjoy this wonderful beauty of nature.
Yeah.
I start
I
packing.
would like to, but I feel like I'm not gonna be great at climbing trees.
Oh, with the help of Cholera and the fact that you don't have to like rush to climb up the tree, you can
Do you-
probably do
Does
it.
she get up there in time to
You
watch the
might know.
sunrise?
I'll cast jump on you. There, go look at the stupid sunset. It happens every day.
Sunrise.
Sunrise.
Whatever.
Yeah, that
Sunset.
happens.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Move the spell slot.
I did.
Okay.
That's a fantastic
Morning,
use of spell. It's a
You feel Malik's magic whirl around you and then begin to coalesce around your legs, and you suddenly feel like you could probably jump into that tree pretty well.
And then I do. I jump up into the tree.
Alright, you kind of tense up your body, crouch down, and then leap into the air, and you can feel your legs propel you much further than you would normally. And tree next to Kalare, watching the sun rising.
Is there a branch big enough to take both of us? Or do we have to be on separate branches?
Oh, these trees are pretty big.
Oh, okay, cool. We're sitting on the same branch then. I'm not saying
Find a
anything.
rabbit. I go find a rabbit or something for breakfast.
Let's just sit next to Kalare on the branch watching the sunrise.
Yeah,
It's
Alright.
pretty.
it's pretty.
Normally I would make you make a roll, but being that you have a fucking panther, and you're also a ranger,
You find food.
I would be capable of enough of at least finding a rabbit.
More than one rabbit require rolls.
Roll me a d6.
A D6?
Hey.
You
Wow.
find a rabbit,
Sweet.
as stated. You find a rabbit.
Well,
Wow.
they're watching sunrise. They don't get any food. They're not helpful.
Rude.
We light the campfire with some new leaves and sticks and stuff to cook that.
Leaves?
And produce flame to do so. Whatever. I don't know what you start fires with.
Leaves.
Leaves.
I'm
Yeah,
hoping
it
dry
is.
leaves, not like green leaves.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna be smoky as hell. You're gonna smoke up our sunrise.
Smoked rabbit.
Hey up there. Hey,
Hey.
I'm a druid down here with the sticks and the wood and the nature. I'm good. Be careful up there, but I'm alright.
There are bats up there.
Oh.
I can do it just with my
Okay.
hand at any time.
Okay, thanks, Malik.
Yeah.
That was important and informative.
Alright, so it's morning. You guys have breakfast. What's the plan?
We keep walking.
We go southeast. There's not much to do here.
Walk, 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 and spy on pirates.
Alright, so, Alright. So, you guys continue making your way in a general southeasterly direction.
Town.
Nope, stop it.
Walking.
Around, let's say, like 3 p.m., the sun is high overhead. It's a fairly warm day. As you guys... Leon, you notice far in the distance, like way far in the distance, to the southeast, see what seems like a spire jutting up far over the trees. You're not really sure what it is.
We have a map, don't we? Or have we just been assuming we know how the world looks?
You guys have a map. This area, though, isn't as detailed as
Okay.
the rest of the world
So
is.
our map is not what this world map looks like.
No. Not
Okay.
all of it.
I kind of look at the rest of my party. Hey, guys, anyone know what that is? And I just kind of point out the spire.
Looks like a spire.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
I agree with the twins. It looks like a spire.
I hate all of you.
No, you don't.
Of course it's a spire, but does anyone know why there would be a random spire out here?
How far
I don't
away
know.
is it?
I've never
Is it
been here.
within walking distance, or is it like a trip out of the way?
If you guys went like full speed, you could probably get there before sundown.
I say we go check it out. We have weeks before we're supposed to get back.
That's
It could
fair.
be something that we need to know about with the pirates.
Yeah.
And
Also-
since
So-
they
Spire.
so what it is, right?
And the bat was flying in this direction also. Perhaps we can kill 2 metaphorical birds with 1 stone.
It could be the
Alright,
House of the Bats.
Maybe kill the bat.
I don't want to kill the bat. I think we should investigate it to find out what's going on with it.
Kill 2 birds with 1 stone is...
Valanda
a
wants to
saying.
kill the bat, but Colore doesn't.
I don't want to kill the bat. Actually, no. I, Valanda, definitely want to kill the bat because I want to be Batwoman. It would be amazing.
I'm ready for the ninja person who lives in darkness to embrace the element of light.
That's going to be like a whole like metaphorical thing for her. It's going to be a big turning point in her personality.
So, I guess we're going towards said spire now.
Let's do it.
Would we have
Okay,
ever
so,
seen any sort of spires on any other buildings, like clock towers, if they so exist, or would I've seen anything like this at the at her temple, her monastery? Actually, that doesn't count because that's a whole different spell. Never mind.
Right. So, you guys going basically full speed to make sure that you get there in time. Start making your way in the direction of this spire. It's pretty easy with a ranger in the party. You guys get there, the sun is maybe like an hour and a half away from actually setting, and the edge of this very large clearing, and maybe like 200-300 feet away is this massive stone building. It looks like an ancient feel to it, but it seems relatively new in construction. There are very large stone bricks made of seems to be some sort of very dark gray material just surrounding this building. It seems to be a church of some sort, but generally speaking, there aren't any religions besides all ones that crop up here and there. But that's your best guess, would be that it's some sort of church. There are large stones to be reaching up with a main spire in the center, upon which you can see that there is like a small observatory on this spire. The rest of them seem to be just like up and then a roof on it. The middle one, though, seems to have a platform underneath the roof where people would assumably go. You can see within the platform there is a very large bell, probably about the size of like one of the trees that you're currently hiding behind. And there are lights inside. There are several multicolored stains seem to be encompassing the outside of the church itself. There is a wall surrounding it. There are several entrances, though, that are unguarded. It just seems like the wall is more for decoration, you could say, and just showing where the paths would be to go in, which is peculiar because there's no path. There's nothing leading into these areas. They're just there. So yeah, that's what you see.
Is there anything that would like indicate a front door rather than just a way in?
Based on the design of this building, it looks like there is a front-facing area that seems to be on the southern side of the building. Currently, you guys are on the northern side. Like, you guys, you can tell that you're in, like, the air quotes backyard here, and that there's probably an entrance on the south side.
Can we see any movement or any people?
From where you are right now, you don't see anybody outside, or you don't see any movement inside.
Okay.
You can see that there is light being cast from inside on the glass windows.
Okay.
There is light shining on the stained glass windows inside. There are several sconces as well lining the wall, as well as outside of the church. The area is pretty well lit.
Should we make ourselves known? Go through the front door?
Well, it's a building in the middle of a forest with pathways that aren't here. Apparently leading in, there's no guard, which means that they aren't worried. Either they're super powerful or they're super not worried. They could be exceptionally friendly and trusting. Maybe we should knock, or at least one of us, 2 of us knock, and see if we can ascertain as to whether they are people we can trust and maybe get shelter for the night. I assume that a bed would be good for some of us, and if not, then we have the ability to leg it or deal with a threat.
Yeah. Why don't we just go to the front door and knock?
Morgaine, why don't you do the knocking? Leon, you have a panther with you.
I do have a panther with me.
Apparently, barkeepers and such like don't really like your panther. I mean, Ava is a lovely creature, but
She probably would not make a great first impression.
that's what I'm thinking.
Okay, I'll go knock on the door. Anyone want to come with?
We should probably all at least go part of the way.
Yeah, maybe some of us wait at the entrance gate area. I'll come with you. I don't want you to go alone, in case they are a threat.
Okay. Alright, let's walk up towards the door.
Okay, so who's approaching?
Oh.
Yo.
Okay, so just you two. What are Malik and Leon doing?
We are going to, like... Okay, is the front door behind the entrance gate? Or is the front door part of the wall?
The front door, there's the wall and then the building within the compound.
Then Malik and I are hanging out by the gate in the wall.
Okay, so you guys are all going to the south side, though?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pay attention to all the windows and all the various like sconces and ins and outs, so I have an idea that if we're inside, where the nearest barrel point is and where we'll be in relation to that, in case things go sideways.
Alright, so you guys make your way following the wall to the south side. You can see the shoreline, and you can actually see well-kept dock. There currently aren't any boats there, but you can see that the dock has seen some use. You can see bundles of rolled up. You can see bits of scratches and scuffs on the wood, most likely where there was an impact of a boat poorly judged. Following along the wall, eventually you find the gap that would lead inside. Malik and Leon, you hang back with Ava. And Morgaine and Cholera, you are walking through the wall and up to the main entrance. You can see this church is massive, standing, on your guess, probably a couple 100 feet in the air. Towering, much larger than the buildings I've seen in Namai, which is saying something considering that's the capital. There are several more stained glass windows. The man's out to you now that you have a closer viewpoint is above the main gate, or the main door to the church itself. There is a circular stained glass window that appears to depict a hand held upright, and there seems like a source of light emanating from the hand. And the bottom portion depicts what seems like a shadowy, darker colored area, seemingly being cast back from the light. So you guys just going up or knocking, and what's the plan here?
Gonna go up and knock.
Alright, so you just march up to the front door. It's this large, massive wooden door made from a dark brown wood. And you just rap on it real quick. You can go inside from your knock as it bounces off the walls. You wait a few moments, and then you hear shuffling from inside. And the door slowly swings inward about 3 feet, just... This is a massive door, so noise is a little disconcerting. And you see a male stick his head out the door. Human, very unkempt white hair that's hanging about shoulder length. Their hair missing from the top of his head. It seems very greasy. Few what are those, liver spots covering his face. You can see in the door there are spots on his hand as well. Seems like he's missing a few teeth. The only reason you could tell this is because he's currently smiling at you. And a big bulbous nose that it has broken blood vessels all over. And he pokes his head out and goes, "Hello! We never get strangers here. Hello, please. What can I do for you?"
We were wondering, what is this place?
Oh, you've come with a purpose. Come in, please. I insist. Please, come in. All
yeah,
will be told in time. Come in. He pushes the door open further and steps back for you both to enter.
We have a
Yeah.
panther. Sorry, I would like to say we have a panther and would like to bring her with us. And I gesture back at the guys at the other end.
He pokes his head back through the door and goes, "All are welcome. Come in, please."
I gesture like this. Like, come on, you guys, to the boys, and then I just kind of look at Caller and I'm like,
I'm already walking because I can read lips.
I feel, again, she feels sort of proud of herself that she's the one that's organised this.
So proud of you.
So
I'm feeling proud.
Ava make their way up to the door, and I assume you all step inside the church. You walk in, and the old man behind you. Now that you get a good look at his entire form, he's very short, standing at like maybe just a little over 5 feet tall. It seems like he has a bit of a hunch to him. He's wearing a well-kept white ceremonial robe. You can see there are small bits of like gold filigree inlaid into the robe itself on the fringes. What looks like some sort of ceremonial cloth over his shoulder that reaches down to about mid-torso. On the cloth itself that is around his neck, you can see that there are various depictions of light sources such as the sun, candles, raw flame, and they all seem to be casting away shadows similar to the stained glass window above the entryway. In his hand, he's holding what looks like a golden scepter, maybe 3 feet in length, of which on the end you can see that there is a golden translucent orb. It just looks like it, but inside there's like some sort of goldish white opaque material that seems to swirl around. And as you walk in, besides observing this from the old man himself, you can see there are actually about 10 more people that are sitting at pews. And indeed, taking in the room that you're in now, you can see that it's a giant, massive cathedral. It's just one big room to property space, at least so far as you can tell, with a central path leading straight up to this raised dais with an altar on it, and rows upon rows of pews. Your best guess is this room itself could probably seat hundreds, if necessary, possibly 1,000 or more. And you can see that there are about 10 more much closer to the front sitting. They all seem to have their heads down in prayer. And the old man looks at you and goes, "Oh, welcome, friends, please. All will be told. Welcome, you have come with a purpose."
I have a question, sorry to interrupt. How much do we know about religion in this world?
Roll me a religion check. Anybody that wants to. Alright, so we got a 12 from Leon, 8 from Morgaine, 9 from Calare. Malik, are you rolling or not?
No, Malik wouldn't know anything about this.
Okay. Again, that is true. You wouldn't anyways. Morgaine, Calare, as far as you're aware, there really isn't any religion in this world. It just, nobody really has any beliefs other than in everybody knows. Everybody knows that there are aspects in the world. Everybody knows the story of the first king becoming the first aspect, becoming the first recorded human aspect. And that's really all you're aware of. Leon, you've heard the occasional rumor that croppings of religion that sprout up more often. Generally speaking, though, they are ignored or driven out of certain towns because of the locals not being as accepting of those believing in, air quote, higher powers. Never heard of a religion obtaining this kind of a level, though.
I was kind of asking because you said that they were praying. I was just kind of figuring out if we would know that they're praying, because if she doesn't know anything much about religions, to her this is just people finding their inner key the same way she does.
The concept of praying is always there.
Okay, that's fine.
Generally speaking, like there are people that will pray, like for a good reason, not to anything specific, but just as like these are my hopes.
Okay, cool.
But not so much of a religious aspect. But prayer in and of itself is not unheard of.
Okay.
So the belief system that's usually in question. So the old man holds his arms out, robes dangling from his scrawny arms. Please, please, come in, come in. All will be told. What are you would know?
I'm Leon, and this is my companion, Ava.
I'm Morgane.
I'm Malik.
I am Calorie.
Welcome, welcome to all of you, including the fine cat. Welcome. All are welcome here in the Church of Light.
Church of Light?
Yes, please, please come in, come join us. We're in our mid-prayer right now. Please come in and join us. This way, right this way. He starts, like, ushering you guys towards the front of the church.
Is there anywhere in this place that's shadowy? She's feeling very uncomfortable. It's a very big place with some people in it.
Looking around, there are actually no shadows. The only shadows that are actually, like, discernible is the very, very faint hints of shadow that are being cast from the pews, but even the pews you notice of the ground. Like, there is no underneath for them.
Oh, God.
There are torches and lanterns everywhere. And there seems to especially be a fair amount of light on the altar itself.
Cool. I'm gonna look up. So, are there pillars in here? I would assume to support a roof.
There are very narrow stone pillars rising into the ceiling. Looking up, because you're the first person to do so, you actually notice that there is a massive chandelier in the center of the church.
There's a massive what, sorry?
Chandelier.
Okay.
Your best guess, the chandelier is probably like 30 feet in radius. Dangling from the ceiling by a lot of thick chains. But what strikes you the most is that there's something hanging from the chandelier. Looks to be ovular in shape and very leathery.
It's a bat. Is it a bat?
Yeah, it certainly looks like it would be a bat.
Okay. The reason I was looking up, apart from just like, what the fuck is going on in here, are there like wooden beams up here that support the roof, like trusses and stuff? Because she's feeling like very uncomfortable, I'm just explaining this, that she's looking up to see if there's any like wooden beams up there that she could basically, in a pinch, climb up these pillars and stand on the beams up above in the alcoves.
There are wooden beams that are spanning across it. Mind you, the roof itself is a couple 100 feet up.
That's cool.
And the stone pillars are smooth stone, so for you to climb up would be a feat unto a aspect.
I have rope and chain. She doesn't feel so bad. Okay, that's fine. She's just trying not to panic in here as well, so she's just trying to find escape routes. I'm going to stay probably at the back of the group.
Okay. So the old man ushers you all to the front of the church where the rest of these people are praying. As you get closer, you notice that these people are all of different races. Spanning from humans, half-elves, elves, gnomes, you see some halflings. And they all head down, and it seems like they are saying anything. It seems like they're just kind of humming. Which kind of fills the area with like this kind of energy to the air. It's like you can feel the vibration from all of them humming together. He ushers you to one of the pews and goes, please, sit.
I awkwardly sit. Don't really know what I'm supposed to do here.
Just plop down.
Yeah, Malik looks awkward too. That's it.
So you guys all take your seats. Ava just kind of lays down in the aisle itself. Seemingly because you're relatively at ease, Leon. Old man then shuffles up to the altar. You can see that there is a book that is currently open to a page. He starts to out to the congregation itself, saying, "Remember, to those of you who have joined us here, this is the time of light. We have been given a great gift from the light itself. The Great One has come." And he throws both his hands up in the air in the direction of the bat. And you can hear all the people around you going, praise the bat, pray the Lord, praise be the chosen one. All just muttering to themselves. And the old man continues on. He has sent to us a great bearer of light. And with it, we can spread the word. Now, tonight, we have been brought new members. Truth of the light and how it shall vanquish the dark. See how the light chokes this one as he coughs uncontrollably. He has felt the light in his body and it has taken him.
I lean over and give him a big slap on the back.
The rest of the congregation is continuing to chant, praise be he, praise be the Lord, praise be the bat, praise to the light.
I changed my mind. I don't want her to be a bat anymore.
Praise the sun.
And the old man then gestures towards you. You newcomers have come seeking the truth, and so you shall have it. This is the church of light. The light shall vanquish the darkness. With it, the chosen ones shall rise. The light shall guide us to power, to glory. And the congregation then continues to go on.
I'm gonna lean over to you guys.
Great. What are your homework? What are you about?
Is there any chance you think
Hold
we
on,
could
I'm being lectured
leave?
right now because I'm yelling.
Or quit interrupting family moment.
This is what happens when I get into character. People just don't appreciate good acting these days.
This is why I perform from a garage in the middle of the night.
I'm not going in my garage. There are tickets in there.
I have some pretty big spiders in here.
Oh no, thank you.
They are man-eating spiders.
At least the spiders would eat the crickets.
These are terrifyingly huge spiders. I don't know how I sit in here most days.
Oh no.
Anyway.
Oh no. Neil would die.
It's.
So what are you
I'm
guys
trying not to
doing?
freak.
It seems like the old man is addressing
I'm-
you guys.
I'm gonna lean forward to everyone
also
else. It's like, I'm feeling exceptionally awkward. Darkness is my trade. Is there any chance you think
hey,
we
don't
could
say
leave? I do. She does.
You don't.
Are they worshipping a bat?
Yeah.
I think it's
I'm
more
just-
light and the bat is glowing. So,
Oh.
I think they're misinformed about the bat. I'm curious as to what it's
I'm kind of
eating.
scared.
I'm really interested in this whole, like, I want to know what's going on. Like, what, the light and the dark and the bat and the
Okay.
guy up there lecturing people. What is this?
This is all pretty unnatural. I'd just kind of like to leave, but
So would I.
can see it on your faces. You are confused.
I'm just gonna.
Don't worry.
Yeah, we're just gonna look up and look at the guys like, this makes me exceptionally awkward. I work from the shadows and this is a giant light bat.
Do not worry, my dear. We all come from different sects of life. We have all found unity in the light.
When did the bat
The
come?
bat.
I'm sorry, what was that you were speaking over each other?
I let the bard speak.
Is the light now? Is the light the bat, or is the bat part of the light? Are they one
No,
and the same,
silly.
or
Do not worry, the bat is the chosen one, sent to us by the light.
to do
The
what?
bat shall guide us.
Guide
Is
you
a
where?
creature of darkness,
But guide you where?
turned to the light. To the light itself.
I'm gonna stand up. When did the bat come?
The bat was sent to us many weeks ago.
Has it been flying around a lot?
The bat does as the bat wishes.
Is it probably the same bat we saw earlier today?
Quite possibly. The bat goes where it wishes. The bat flies in the light.
The bat actually guided us here to a degree.
And you are chosen.
I
The bat, choose your fate then. Whether you may join us here in the light, or be forever condemned to the shadows.
I am.
Up into
See,
the
I don't
air.
feel like we
Odd.
want to be
No,
here.
stop
forever.
interrupting me. Stop interrupting me.
Sorry.
You're interrupting me.
I need to
Stop.
leave.
He throws his hands into the air, and like magical light seems to emanate from his hands, and it rises up to the bat, and it on the bat for a few moments before eventually you see the bat begin to stir, and starts to kind of like stretch out, move its wings, and the moment it starts waking up, its body begins to glow again with a bright light. And it drops down from the chandelier, catches itself in midair, and starts flapping its wings. This bat is, categorized-wise, probably a large size. So much larger than any of you. And the bat
Ooh.
hovers in the air for a second, and seems to be taking in the surroundings. And the old man goes, "Behold the glory of the chosen one! Guide us to the light!" And all the congregation around you are chanting again. And after a few moments, the bat seems to turn in the direction of you.
I sit down.
And I need everybody to roll initiative.
Oh god.
I'm so dead. Oh crap! I don't have a token.
Nat 20. Fuck this bat.
You have a token. It's in the bottom right corner with everybody else's. Except for Malik, because Malik was screwing around, so I deleted his.
No.
Touche.
Hey,
Yay.
Remove that square in the middle of the map. I want to
No.
see if something.
No, I know where you put it. I deleted it.
Oh.
No, I put something else there.
Oh, I know. I deleted that too.
Beware the bat. The bat is just so uncomfortable.
Did it work? Did it look good?
No.
Oh,
Okay.
message behind the.
Neil, you got 22. Okay, let me add you.
That's
Wow, Neil beat me.
Mm.
All right, and then for the bat,
Bless you.
bless you.
Thank you. It was a cough, but thank you.
Didn't sound like it.
It sounded like a sneeze, yeah.
Your initiative rolls are confusing to me.
I have advantage. That's the only thing.
Okay.
I didn't beat the bat. Oh my god.
All right. So, Malik.
Me neither, if it makes you feel any better.
Yep,
It
I know
does.
what I'm gonna do.
Thank you.
I didn't beat whatever this thing is that's an 8 either.
The Panther.
Oh, is that Ava? Okay.
Yeah. We at least beat Ava. Oh, wait. Sorry. I didn't mean that to be horrible. I thought you had beaten her.
We at least beat Ava.
We!
Oh.
We!
I thought you
We
had.
accept you.
I'm sorry.
All right. So, Malik, the bat is currently overhead, and it lets out a slightly terrifying screech. Looks like it's about to swoop down and try and attack you guys.
But I do know that this thing's about to attack.
Yeah.
That is clear. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
That is
Well-
very clear that this thing is about to come and fuck you guys up.
Great.
I am. I want to do two.
Oh, wait a minute. I had special music for this.
Is it bat? Wow, that's truly epic. I'm actually gonna turn this up in Roll20 so that the rest of y'all can hear this properly. There we go.
So what
Malik,
you're
what
saying
do?
is
Thing is just in the center of this kind of tower chandelier thing.
It is currently floating in the air pretty far up above you guys.
How much movement room does it have in this room?
This room is a couple 100 feet high,
Okay.
probably about 100 feet wide, and probably
So
about
cool.
300 deep.
Yeah, quite a bit of space.
Yeah.
Well, I am going to cast jump on myself and turn into a bear, and I don't think that I can jump and tackle it because I think that's a lot of actions.
Not unless you can jump like 100 feet in the air. Or if you
Triple.
Neil, I can tell you right now you can't.
Okay. I mean, I just want some range. I don't have ranged answers, so.
Alright,
I'm
so
gonna
you cast
wait
jump
for
on
it.
yourself, shapeshift into a bear.
Yep.
I
And I'm gonna wait for that to work out for me.
don't know if I've ever described it before, but I should probably mention, now that you're feeling threatened, Malik, shifting into your bear form, the rest of you notice that there are dancing along the fur of Malik's body. You can see that the fangs from the bear seem to be lightening itself, sticking out of his mouth. There are sparks of electricity coming out of the corner of his eyes. His fur seems to be thinned, which kind of adds to the intimidation a little. It looks a little scary, not gonna lie. So that is your turn, Malik?
Yeah.
Okay. Leon.
Yep, I am going to cast Hunter's Mark on it.
Alright, Hunter's Mark. It is just outside the range of your Hunter's Mark right now.
I jump on top of the bear and cast Hunter's Mark at it. Now am I within range?
Would Malik allow Leon to jump on his back?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, then you are currently standing on top of a bear. Yes, you cast Hunter's Mark on the bat.
Sweet, and now I want to shoot it.
Okay.
Also, I just looked it up. I can jump 108 feet, I think.
There's no fucking way.
It's tripled, and you can jump. Hold on, it's distance.
I think that's horizontal
That's
distance.
with. Okay, they're stacking stuff onto that. Never mind. I gotta find a different.
Damn, son.
Okay. That is a crit. That is a lot of damage.
18. Let me double my Hunter's Mark really fast. That's an extra 2. So 20.
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
That's a lot of damage. So you quickly hop up on Malik's back, designate the bat as your prey, and draw your bow, fire an arrow, quick succession at the bat, and the arrow sails straight through the bat's torso. It is in pain, and is definitely looking at you very, very upset.
Sweet. I jump off the bear.
All right. And now it is the bat's turn. So the bat is going to swoop down right up in your face, Leon, because you just heard it a lot.
That's not that bad. It can go ahead and attack someone else if it wants.
No, it wants you.
I might have a thing. Carry on.
And the bat is going to take 2 chomps at you.
No, not 2.
2 chomps.
I don't like 2 chomps.
Leon, are you within 5 feet of me?
Yeah, we're all sitting right next to each other.
Sweet. I'm gonna stab it in the face.
You are currently not near it.
That's why I asked if Leon was next to me.
Oh yeah, we're next to each other, but you're on the other side of me.
So it would be bat, Leon, you.
Okay, is that 5 foot?
That is technically more than 5 feet because you would have to stab through Leon to get to the bat.
I don't have a problem with that.
What?
I'm joking. Okay, that's fine. Okay.
9 misses, 19 hits.
All right. So you take 3 points of piercing damage as the bat bites into you.
I don't have advantage on that.
And
Okay.
2 things. So one is you take an extra 7 radiant damage as the bite seems to sear through your skin, and there's a blinding light. The bat's fangs as it's biting into you.
Ouch.
The other thing is I need you to actually make a Constitution saving throw, which you did before.
That was my...
I called for it, so no. No prees.
I can't just roll my concentration save?
Oh, I'm not talking about for concentration.
That's what that was for.
Okay, that's fine. I don't
Okay,
give a fuck about that. I give a fuck about this Constitution save.
20.
Okay.
Nice. Nicely played.
So the light that's emanating from this bat as it's biting into you, like, blares into your eyes, and you kind of shield your eyes a bit, but you're able to the lasting effects that you would get from essentially staring into the sun, it feels like.
Oh, sweet. I'm glad I don't go blind.
Basically. Kalare, now it is your turn.
Is this bat right next to us, or is it flying away?
No, the bat is currently hovering next to Leon.
Excellent. I'm gonna go stand on the other side of the bat, and then I'm just gonna fuck it up with my my sickles.
All right, go
I
for
really
it.
want a scythe, but it's not a monk weapon. All right, I'm going to. Since I'm on the back of it, I'm just going to attempt to like tear one of its wings up. With a 17 to hit.
17 hits.
Whoop whoop. Do 6 slashing damage.
Okay.
I'm going to do my bonus action, and I'm also going to pair it out with a key point. so I'll hit him twice more.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna like go to town on one wing. 20 to hit.
Yep.
And 21 to hit.
Yep. That'll do it.
Smash, smash! I'm really going into this wing. I'm not having any of this.
You start slashing away at the bat. The leather of its wings seems to be pretty thick. You are definitely cutting some deep gashes into it. Blood is splattering the ground. It's starting to splatter against you. Even the blood seems to emanate like a glow. And you just start hacking away at the bat. The bat is not very hacking out in pain, whipping around, looking at you. Anything else?
Not right now.
Okay. Kitty.
Okay. Kitty's going to stand up since she was apparently laying on the floor earlier. And she's going to kind of make a circuitous route towards the bat and pounce at it. If pounce works on a large creature.
It can. If Ava is going to be leaving where she was, she will take an attack of opportunity.
Okay, I didn't realize she was that close already, so never mind.
Because she was right in the aisle, and the bat came down next to you. And I would assume you'd be sitting next to Ava.
Okay. In which case she will not do that, because I don't want her to get hurt. And I will just she will just take a bite out of the side. And miss horribly.
Yeah, that is going to miss. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. Morgane.
Morgane's gonna take out her rapier and stabby stab at the and fail miserably. She's not a fighter. She's a lover.
Cheers.
And and then she's gonna
Yeah.
and then she's gonna use a bardic inspiration on Calorie, because Calorie seems to be ripping into that thing. And she's gonna turn and point at Calorie and go, "You're the best around. Gonna bring you down." How she gives you your.
I feel slightly inspired by that. Is it a D6 at this level?
I don't know.
Yes, it's a D6.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay.
Excellent. I'm probably going to need it.
You absolutely miss with the rapier. Inspire. Calorie, was it you were inspiring? Alright. Malik.
Okay. I can jump 21 feet.
I mean, the bat's about 5 feet away right now.
I know. It's fine. I just want... I'm just going to keep doing jump because the one time it works is going to be real cool.
That is kind of true.
So I'm just going to keep going those spells off. And I didn't have anything else to do.
That's amazing, Case.
Okay. He's a brown bear, but good try. I'm gonna try to, and tell me if this is gonna work, because if not, then Malik would know better than to try this. But Neil wants to try this. Is there a way to like do it such a way that like I would grapple something in human form, but like pin it down?
Yeah, you'd just be grappling it like normal.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I want to pin it down.
Alright, so roll a athletics versus the bat's athletics or acrobatics.
Oh,
Nat
damn,
20,
son.
24.
That's pretty good.
We'll take that.
Damn.
Yep. No, nope, definitely. Alright, so in your bear form, you just pounce onto this bat and grab it and hold it in place. Doesn't seem like it's able to fly away at this point.
Cool. Yeah, I just want to keep it from doing things. I don't think I can bite it or anything while I'm grappling it. So.
Leon. Next turn you would be able to.
So if it's grappled, does that mean it's prone?
You know what? For a creature like this, I would say yes.
In that case, I'm definitely not using my bow.
The way that I'm pinning it down probably means it's prone too.
Also, I
I'm
think
not,
we
like,
have
standing
gang up
up
bonus
grappled.
on it now, because there's 4 of us in melee contact with it. So I
Not
think
sure
in
what you
theory...
mean by that.
Sorry, we outnumber it like 3-1, and also it's pinned or restrained, and we're in melee range, so we should get advantage on attack rolls, I think.
Yeah, unless you use a bow.
With melee attacks, right?
Unless you use a bow, yeah. Don't use the bow. That's
So
silly.
I will switch to my short swords and make 1 attack, 14 for 8, and then as a bonus action, make it a second attack with my other sword, 15 for 6.
Those will both hit.
Means I roll 2d6 for hunter's marks for another 5.
Okay. Very nice. Bat turn. Bat is gonna try to get out of bear claws.
Okay.
Make another athletics, please.
Okay.
Okay, it does not get out.
Yay.
And that's not gonna do anything then. Alright. And
Just imagining there's just a bear sitting on this bat's wing, just sitting there not doing anything.
Collar.
It's like sitting looking dopey.
I'm gonna... Apart from, like, having seen this ginormous bear just land on this bat, I'm gonna look around and see what the rest of the congregation are doing really quickly. We are mourning the symbol of their hope, their futures and their dreams. In the middle of their sacred church. I'm a little bit worried, so I'm looking around behind us. Before I start attacking the bat.
Socially inept one is the only one thinking about, hey, there are other people.
Okay.
She's also the one that's most
I
paranoid.
thought about,
Yeah.
like, if I was gonna do shatter, but then I was like, there are people, and I'm not gonna hurt the random people in the church.
Yeah.
So-
I'm doing this from a point of view of, like, security and danger, rather than from these are
Right.
pious people.
You notice that the entire congregation seems to be deep in chant. Pretty much saying the same things they were saying over and over again. They're all watching, but they're all chanting.
Do they seem angrily chanting at us, or, or are they just...
They seem fervently devoted right now, you could call it.
Oh no, we're fulfilling some ancient prophecy. Feck. Ah, I keep attacking the bat. This doesn't cross her mind, but it crosses mine. Yeah, I'm gonna continue attacking the bat then. Screw this. Actually, I have a slight meta question. Does the grapple count as an attack against melee?
No?
Okay. In that case, I will just beat the snot out of it 3 more times.
Not unless you're doing an AoE attack, that would be the only case, but...
No. Crit.
You have advantage as well.
Yeah, that was without the advantage.
Holy shit!
Don't need it.
Fuck
No,
this
yeah,
bat.
definitely don't need it for that one.
BAM! No, bad bat. I'm really going... I'm gonna go on the same, like, bloody wing. I'm just mauling this thing to pieces. Right, I'm going to use another key point and do 2 lots of blurry. That blow thing I can do.
Go for it.
8. 8 with an advantage! What the frack?
Alright, well, you still have
I
one more.
would like to use my d6. Do I? No,
Alright,
I
go
won't.
for
I'll
it.
let it go. No, I'll go let it go.
No? Alright.
Now I'm going to use my d6.
Nice. Just barely hits.
Oh, it does. In that case, screw that. And yeah, I'm just gonna whack it a second time.
Alright. Figure that out. Colorate, so you on your first swing, take your sickle and just hook it straight through this bat's wing. The better part of the muscle and tendon in the actual arm of the wing. And up into the air above you, pulling it out from underneath Malik. Take your other sickle, hook it up into the bat's body, and then rip outward, essentially splitting the bat's body in half.
That makes me so
And
happy.
the entire room goes quiet as the chanting has stopped. There's nobody saying anything. And after a few moments, the bat's body begins to disintegrate. Turns into this glowing yellowish that seems to just drift down your body. And very similar to how the other three were, the dust suddenly clings onto your skin and then slowly sinks in.
You are the worst person.
And as the light element, it doesn't get along with your dark element, and you just disintegrate as well. The end.
Remember?
R.I.P.
You remember that
Cal.
time I asked you to pick a number between 1 and 3?
Possibly.
This was your doing.
Oh, shit. Oh, the irony.
So
oh, great.
you feel the powder sink into your body. Nothing seems to happen, but you know that was the same thing that happened with the others. It didn't take any immediate effect. And the congregation seems to be specifically Kare.
You're the new champion.
And then after a few moments, they all start in like a high-pitched chant, start going, "She is the chosen one. She is the ancient one. She
I
is
think
the
I need to
chosen, she
leave.
is the light."
Calories
And
gonna turn
they
around and
are-
leave. She can't deal with this shit.
All right,
chosen
so
one.
Oh God, now, Cholera.
She's
you
going.
start booking ass out of the church
I
while
dash.
the rest of the congregation, behind you, you can hear them, a craze chanting this over and over again in your direction. You bolt out the front door. What are you doing?
Wow, I don't know the fuck to get out of here.
Not you. You're outside.
Okay, good.
I think
Rest of you.
I'm gonna follow her. I'm gonna like wave to the weird chanting people and be like,
Goodbye.
"It was nice." And like,
Was nice.
Currently, they're all in the throes of this fanatical chanting. So they don't really take any notice. They all seem to be blissfully unaware. And let me get this back down.
This is the worst.
I'm gonna stand up on a pew and yell as loud as I can, "Praise be to the chosen one."
A few of the congregation shout back, "Praise be to the chosen one! She is the light! She is the chosen one! She will bring us forth to the light!" They're all going wild with this.
I'm just gonna stand there and keep encouraging it.
I'm so
They're gonna
glad
keep
she
going.
can't hear you right now.
I don't think Malik understands what's going on, and he's like, "You're the chosen one."
I'm
Yeah.
motioning for Malik to join me.
I join.
Yes! Come on, Morgan!
Morgan
already out. I
ran
followed
out.
out.
Oh, right.
I followed Calorie out.
Alright, so you two are staying inside and seemingly inciting more religious
Oh no.
Where did Neil go?
What have you done? Neil
gone
has
into
gone
the
into
shadows.
darkness.
Open
Please, my
darkness.
brother, come back to the light. Oh, he's fucked
The
up. Fair
darkness.
enough.
He has embraced the darkness. He has no room
Your
in the
brother
light.
has been taken by the darkness. You must bless him with the light.
While he figures that out, can we take a really quick break?
Sure.
That
Let's
sounds
take
like a
our-
perfect
I know there
time.
was a lot of excitement. You
Well, I-
probably need to purge the darkness from your body.
I need to go for a walk. I love the
Praise
idea
be
that I'm
the
possibly
light.
going to be
Praise
Batwoman,
be,
but
praise be.
all right, we're
He
gonna
is the chosen one.
back in 10, so
The
we're
chosen
just gonna say hello.
No.
Hi, I have a donut in my mouth. Hold on.
Oh, I'm sorry. Would you like me to pause? Go back to the timer where you eat your donut.
Pause. The world freezes around you as the DM finishes chewing on his donut. There we go. Alright,
Okay.
What are you babbling about over there, Neil?
so
Copycatting art.
Oh, okay.
you run out of the church and you find, I assume, Cholera?
I'm bolting it. I'm going as fast as I can towards like the nearest set of trees.
Casey looks like she's in a haunted house right now.
It's so cool.
I wanted to be a little more well lit, so I put my phone.
Okay.
And now I just look really creepy.
A little bit. Yeah.
I will be
It
honest.
works.
If Morgaine turns up looking that kind of spooky like, she's just gonna keep running.
Morgaine runs up. Praise the light. Praise the sheep. Where are you going?
She will lead us to the light. I'm gonna follow her to the light. Just leave me alone.
When Leon and Malek finally catch up, we're still chanting that.
So, Cholera, you book ass to the nearby tree line. Morgaine, you run out, and it is see where Cholera is because she is currently hauling ass.
I'm going 80 foot every 6 seconds.
Yeah, so you can't actually keep up, but you do see where she's going.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna follow her.
Cholera, are you stopping at some point, or what are you doing?
I will probably keep running for like a solid minute, and then realize that someone's probably following me, and then look back, and then I assume I see her off in the really far distance.
Yep.
Oh.
The distant form of Morgaine running towards you through the trees.
What time of day is it now?
Oh, it's nighttime. The sun has set.
Oh, holy shit, I'm running into a forest with no, I can't start, I start version as I'm running into the trees, else I'm gonna hit a tree, so... So I can see her when I turn around.
I yell at them.
You're not there.
Dude,
When I catch up, I want to yell at them.
I'm gonna be like 800 foot away from you, dude.
You're in the church with me chanting.
Hey, you're
Oh.
in the church right now trying to
Yeah.
incite these people
I
with Leon.
No, I'm gonna leave.
No,
and,
no
and try
retconning.
to get them.
No
No, I'm gonna leave
retconning.
now. Retconning is changing things in the past. I'm telling you that I'm leaving now.
Yeah, at the
This is
moment when
correct.
she stops
This
and
is-
turns around, she's 800 foot away from the church.
I'm gonna open the door and say, we kind of have a free place to stay the night because you're a god or something.
So can't
They
hear you.
don't- You guys don't hear anything
So
from him.
can't hear you.
Hey guys.
So Morgaine, you
I'm
catch up to
back.
Cholera. You're currently in the middle of this forest.
I'm gonna have to turn this music down just a little bit. Sorry. Sorry, carry on. I'm listening.
Calorie, are you okay?
No.
What's the matter? Is it because the dust? Because it doesn't like hurt. I know that. I've have it.
I know,
Oh.
but I am now going to be a shiny beacon when all I want to do is hide in the shadow. And those very, very strange people in there are praising me. I don't want this. I can barely talk to you, and I've known you some time. What do we know each other?
Yeah.
This is not great.
It'll be fine. We don't know how your powers are gonna manifest yet. It'll probably be fine. I mean, like, for instance, I have the fire crap, and it only comes out of my head when I eat spicy food or get too hot. So, like, maybe you'll only be lit up when light out. In which case, it won't even matter if you're trying to sneak, because it's late anyway, so it won't really hurt you too much, right? So, unless it's like the sun supercharges your light or something.
It's not. The light is. I prefer the shadow. I prefer not being seen. And all these people. They seemed to want to follow that bat really strangely, and then I heard them. heard them chanting as I was running. I have no idea how to do this.
She's gonna like put her hand on Caloray's arm and kind of just like rub her arm like comfortingly. Like we'll figure it out. And we don't ever have to go back there if they make you uncomfortable. Do you want me to run back and get the boys or
She's gonna shake her head and... Well... There's obviously a reason that this has happened, so... I just need to gather my thoughts back together and then... I guess we'll see what happens. And I put my arm through hers and walk back towards the church.
Okay. We're gonna walk arm in arm back towards the church.
Okay, and Malik, what are you doing then?
Yelling outside of the door.
Why are you yelling? Praise the light! Praise the chosen one!
No, I'm hollering out for you guys. All your names.
Okay, and Leon, what are you doing?
I don't know, are they all still just chanting?
Yes.
What about the old guy that let us in? Is he up front?
He is the loudest of those chanting right now.
I'm gonna go stand next to him.
Okay.
I get up there, he continues chanting, right?
Yep, they are all very much in the throes of religious chanting.
Okay. I'm gonna get up there and chant with him.
Okay.
Show that we're together in this. Praise be the light.
He seems to be very welcoming of this.
Okay. Look, all of you guys are gonna just like ignore them.
Ava is currently sitting in the aisle, staring at you, very confused.
I kind of motion for Ava to come up here, and I want to see if she does.
Roll an animal handling.
Okay. 18.
She very cautiously slinks up to the altar with you.
They're gonna love her,
crouch.
she's white.
I crouch down. Ava, wave.
She does the floppy paw thing.
Praise be the light.
They all go, praise be the light, praise be the chosen one, she is the light.
Wow. I guess
Meanwhile,
we're probably back there by now.
So, Collar and Morgan, you make your way back. You can hear Malik standing out front of the church calling for you guys.
Everything okay?
I unhook her arm and then just walk across to Malik. I'm sorry, she doesn't understand.
You guys okay? I mean, things are weird, but they're not going to kill us, so maybe they would give us a quiet place to stay the night.
You
Unless
should
you guys
ask.
want to leave.
Yeah, you should ask for like the chosen one room.
I mean, it's probably the chandelier, but I don't think we're going to be able to make that work, so I was thinking
You don't
like
know
the
that they
basement.
might have another chosen one room.
And they might have a normal room.
I'm just
Basement.
gonna walk into the church. Not this conversation is not helping. And then she's like, I'm gonna leave these two talking about the chosen one and perhaps see sense in my... Oh wait, he's up there chanting with the rest of them. She literally turns around for a second and she's using all of her willpower just to not run away again and then just turn around and face the ridiculous congregation that's going on.
Okay. Can I do something now?
Sure.
Okay, I want to cast Alarm on the ground in a very small area and set myself to trigger it off on Audible.
Okay.
Okay.
Roll me a stealth check with advantage.
Where's the spell? And advantage stealth. 23.
Okay. So you
He's
spend the
disappeared.
next minute pretending to be chanting right alongside them, but really you
No,
are...
no ritual. I just cast it as a spell.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It takes a minute casting time.
Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How have I never
Okay.
noticed that? I don't think I've ever cast it as an actual spell. Okay.
Who pays attention to those things anyways?
Do rangers actually have the ability to cast their spells as rituals?
No.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I think so.
I don't
Yeah,
think
because
you
I
have
didn't think
ritual
rangers
attack.
had the ritual caster feat, or the ritual
Okay.
ability.
Well, luckily I've had the spell slot every time I cast it as a ritual, so it didn't matter.
Right.
Can I cast jump as a ritual?
Oh, Jesus.
Only if it's a ritual spell. Druids can cast rituals, but
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
it has to be a ritual spell. So you go through the throes of casting the spell, and after the 1 minute mark, the spell goes off. Nobody in the area is aware of your castings as they are all fervently chanting.
Sweet. Okay. Do they notice the really, really loud sound?
Well, are you casting it like right under your feet so that you set it off?
Yeah.
Yes, they hear it.
I pull my blades.
It seems like a loud pitched whining noise, and they are all like, at this point they're freaking out. You can see like bits of foam coming out of the corner of some of their mouths. Like they're shit right now.
So none of them
Is the light
stop
praise
with
the
loud
chosen
sound.
one? Praise be she. She is the chosen one. She will lead us to the light. Praise be she.
I'm motion for Colorado to come up here.
I run up to you because Safrashi knows a really, really weird alarm sound has gone off, and you're standing there like, come here, like, okay, I blades. I basically bolt to you. What?
Okay. Malik and Morgan, are you guys staying by the door, or are you gonna follow?
Have you even noticed she's gone talking about this, like, special one room?
I do want to make sure there's some kind of an exit here if shit gets weird, so I'm gonna stay by the door and watch from the door.
Okay.
I'm gonna go up and make sure. I'm gonna watch over Caloray because she just seemed really uncomfortable, and I'm just gonna go up with her in case any of them try to like touch her or anything.
I have my blades out right now. I probably look the most comfortable I have.
because
Also, I'm still a bear.
I can tell that. No, you're not. You were talking to us before.
Just change back into a bear. You have like 2 uses of it, and the sun is setting.
You're right, yeah, I turned back to a bear.
Yeah, my brother is a bear.
I want to be a bear as much as I can.
Brother bear,
Okay.
like the movie.
Like the movie.
So,
Maybe.
Morgaine and Caloray, you both run up to the altar where Leon is currently standing next to the old man.
Okay, just to clarify, Colorado has her sickles in her hand, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
She literally runs up to you and skids to a halt with her blades open, like, what?
Okay, so in order to avoid touching her, because that might make her uncomfortable, I grab the base of one of the sickles and just like use that to pull both of our hands up into the air.
You pull one hand up into the air, are you grabbing both of them?
Did you
No,
make
just-
the
just
alarm
one.
just for a celebratory?
Well, there,
Make it
there
more chaotic?
I had a couple ideas. One idea was hoping it would like make them calm down so I could talk. That didn't work, so yes, I'm going with that now.
Just as much chaos as you can create in this room.
She looks at you
Almighty,
really
what are you
confused and looks
doing?
up as if she's about to attack something, which probably looks amazing because there's probably fucking light streaming on her face or something.
Right, so the alarm ends because the alarm only lasts for 10 seconds.
Yes.
And you raise Calaray's hand with the sickle up into the air, the light coming down, and everybody goes quiet. The whole room goes silent. They're all looking at Calaray.
And here's
Leon?
the part where
And I pull my arm back down with the sickle.
I let her do it. Your champion is here.
They all mumble, "Praise be to she, praise be the light."
I flip the blades around and then put them on my belt and then just stand there awkwardly staring at Leon.
The old man turns to you, Calaray, and goes, "You are the chosen one.
Is Morgaine up?
You have embraced the light."
Is Morgaine up here with me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of whisper to Morgaine. Can you do anything to make me a little luckier for a little bit?
What are you doing to
what is
her?
happening?
I don't know, but this is amazing.
Hold on.
I stop doing things. I feel bad that I turned into a bear now because I can do less things.
Why? How are you going to make this worse for me?
We're just establishing you as the champion of light.
What do you want? What do you want, Onyx? Do you want me to give you a bardic inspiration? Is that what you wanted?
Yeah, that's code for bardic inspiration. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Morgana will take. She's gonna look at you like really confused, but she's gonna take out her.
Casey, don't fuck this up. There are some very good setups here.
I know. Give me a second. I'm thinking of a really good song for this.
Just praise be the light.
She's gonna sit. She's gonna think for a second.
While she Googles light songs.
Oh, what is Google? I've never Googled before in my entire life. Oh.
That works on so many levels as well.
Blinded by the light.
Okay. Fuck you. I was gonna sing something else, but now I gotta do that one. Okay. She's gonna take out her guitar. And she's gonna strum it and like look at Leon confusedly and just point at him and go, blind light, revved up like a deuce, another broder in the night.
I kind of look at her oddly, but whatever. I've never heard this song before. I turn towards the head person, who I don't know what to call, who was trying to talk to Colere, and say, she is the champion of light. I have been designated as her spokesperson, as she needs her concentration elsewhere.
You are not the chosen one. She has been chosen by the light.
He speaks for me.
But the light speaks through you. It does not speak through this human.
She must listen to the light, and someone must tell others what the light has said.
We're having a speaker, a listener, and a hand.
Yes, don't worry about it. It's fine.
Colere, make a persuasion.
Oh god. I'm really bad at those.
I was really hoping I would just have to make a deception.
Oh.
That has advantage.
That wasn't
Doesn't count.
that wasn't an advantage, I'm so sorry.
Well, you do still have your bardic inspiration as well.
Hang on.
Oh yeah, you didn't use yours either.
Okay.
Speaking of, I should
I'm
look up
gonna
I mean, you rolled a 3, basically.
yeah. I rolled a 3. But I
Great.
will use my bardic inspiration. No, there's no point, it's a 3. I'm never gonna persuade them with shit at all.
You may as well. It only lasts for like 10 minutes anyway. It's about to expire.
Oh, okay. Fine.
Right.
Bam.
So
oh,
he
bam!
goes, no, please. Chosen one, you must guide us. Are your humble servants. Praise be to the light. And then the whole congregation, praise be to the light, praise be to one.
Starting to feel like we should get a little gospel up in here.
Do you think I'm capable of that? Then you
Oh,
do not
man.
know me.
Okay, I'm just gonna go stand over next to Collar right now, since that didn't work at all.
Are you
Listen,
clapping as a bear?
Yes.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
100%.
I'm gonna like place my hand on her shoulder, all like.
It
Super
definitely
serious.
tense up.
I know. I do it very lightly for you, just-
Okay.
almost hovering above your shoulder a little bit, but it looks like it's on your shoulder.
Okay.
And it looks like I'm all like super serious about Champion of Light, how amazing she is, praise be the light. And in her ear I whisper, just tell them that you have a mission and we need their help.
She looks at him out the corner of her eye, looks back at the old dude, it's like, we have a mission. But what is it that you actually want of me?
I
Will
want
it
to tell
take me
you-
away from my mission?
Do not worry. Here to help. Mission. You are the chosen one. You are the one that speaks for the light. Do not worry. We will help you. Please join us.
I cannot. I am needed elsewhere.
Ask them
We
what they can offer
understand.
us.
Ask them about the pirates.
We'll aid you. Do not worry, Chosen One. You will stay here with us.
I
You
will
will
not.
have the finest accommodations.
I step away from the people whispering in my ear.
We know. No.
Are you saying I cannot
leave?
leave?
That is not what we say at all. You are the Chosen One. You will stay here with us tonight. We shall aid you in your quest.
I would like you to... I would like it if you could explain to my companion here, and I'll point at Leon, exactly when the bat arrived, when this light graced you, and whether at all, essentially everything and anything he asks about the former host of the light. You will do this.
Light is.
But later. You will do this later.
The light always
You will
has
do this
been.
much later. Be dazzled by my brilliance or something. What guidance
the
do you
chosen
actually
one.
need? You seem to be doing perfectly well
Mm.
before my arrival.
You are the Chosen One sent by the light. Do not worry. How but your humble servants? For now, we shall have merriment. And with that, he claps his hands. The congregation of people stands up, and they begin rushing to some side rooms. There,
Oh god, I thought you were going to
now
rush
that
me.
you have a chance to really look, see that there are a few wooden doors that seem to lead to side rooms. They rush in, and all of them start coming out. Chairs. Some of them are carrying platters of food, and they start moving all the pews out of the way and start laying out what looks like a feast.
I guess we can wait until we've eaten to discuss things, I guess.
Sounds good to me. I love eating.
She throws her hands up and forward. Like, I have no idea what's going on. Like,
So
everyone
the people,
eat.
People get all of the tables and chairs together, get all the food laid out, and you are essentially ushered to the head of the table. Calare specifically. You sit down flanking her.
Yeah, I'll sit right next to her.
Food is brought before you, drink aplenty. They are ever happy, it seems, to serve you, Calare, not the others.
You would be best serving the light by helping yourself. You must look after yourself, and your one being honest with who you are. You should look after yourself is how you can best serve me, by being strong and true, and please stop serving me.
They pause confused for a second, they look at you, then they look at the old man, and then the people kind of, like, begrudgingly make their way to their own seat eating as well. The whole time, none of them have taken their eyes off of you.
I just, like, nod at them and, like, pull off a really fake smile, like, is this what I'm supposed to look like, right? And then just eat. I'm trying to not let this phase her at all, and she's just trying to eat. Like, yep, this food, yep, I need this for sustenance, yep, good job. Mm-hmm. You've given this to the worst person, this is great.
I know. So, you all take your time enjoying. The food itself is actually pretty good. For the most part, it seems to be just fruits and vegetables that are most likely grown here or in the area. There anything cooked?
Is Malik still a bear?
Yeah.
Can
Malik's
you be, like, right next to her
bear
chair?
sitting at the other end,
Yeah, that's fine.
just sitting there stuffing his face.
However, they feed
after-
the panther, Like, I'm good with that. They could just throw it on the floor.
Am I going to be flanked by a bear and a panther? I have a bear, a panther, I have Morgane and Leon. Oh, I'm so happy right now.
Listen, Morgane's gonna turn to you, turn to Calorie and Leon, and she's gonna go, listen, there's about 44 miles, Pirate's Cave. We're in a weird... we're in a weird church. We've got a panther, it's dark out, and Malik's a bear.
I think they think we're on a mission from God.
So
mission from
after
Gad.
after a little bit more of eating, feasting, the old man comes over to you, Kalare, and he kneels down before you.
Please,
Please, chosen
Don't.
one.
please don't do that. Just stand.
As you wish, chosen one. He stands up very slowly, crotchety old man, and says to you, "If you would follow me, we have a very special room set up only for the chosen one. The previous chosen one was not of a sort that enjoyed the room."
I will be not sleeping in that room. In fact, no, I'll go to it first.
Please follow me, then, chosen one. Your room has been waiting for you for a long time.
Yeah, I'm not gonna move because I know he'll just tell us it's not for us.
So,
I just get up and follow him. Like, what the
Okay.
fuck?
Onyx, Casey, and Neil, take your headphones off.
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh no, I'm left on my own! It's not gonna end well. Okay.
Hey, Belanda, how you doing?
I'm alright, I'm good, man.
I'm enjoying this. You ready?
I'm loving this so much. You've turned her into Batgirl.
So-
This is so good.
The old man leads you behind the altar and the raised dais. There is a wooden that leads into a back room. You follow him, and when you walk through the doors, there is you're essentially at like a T intersection, being where you guys just walked in, and there is a hallway going to the left and to the right. He leads you down the right hallway. The door is here, but there is then another hallway going left. He leads you down that way as well, and you notice along the way that there are torches like every 3 feet. This entire hallway is very well lit. And he leads you hallway, and at the very end of the hallway, there is what appears to be like 5 doors. And he goes to the far one that's up against the end of the hall itself. He opens the door up. Your room, chosen one.
I step in.
You step inside, and I need you to make either a athletics or acrobatics with disadvantage.
Ooh. 9.
Okay. You step into the room and immediately are grabbed by 2 very large muscular humanoids who essentially grab you by the arm and pin your arms against your body and lift you off the ground. And the old man behind you, you can hear him saying, "Do not worry, chosen one. We understand your quest. You seek to rejoin the light, and we will aid you. Now you will rest, and tomorrow at the first dawn of light, join you with that of the light." And you feel the 2 humanoids like yank your arms behind your back and manacles clamped onto your wrists.
Cool. Kinky.
And now that you have a chance to look in the room, it's a very brightly lit room that is essentially a guard cell. Like, there's a iron barred cell little sitting area with 2 chairs where guards would keep watch. And they open up the door to the cell, put you down on the floor on your stomach, and then monocle your ankles together.
So I have my arms manacled behind my back, and I have my ankles
And then you have
manacled.
your ankles.
Okay, yeah.
Yep. And
Cool.
they close the iron door behind you, lock it, and you hear the old man from outside say, "Do not worry. Morning you shall be rejoined with delight."
Amazing.
Now, I assume you do not have any sort of voodoo hocus pocus way to get out of this.
I have something, sort of. So, did they chuck me in here with all my shit? Because, actually, I don't even have a lot of shit. Most of my shit's on me.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, awesome. Then I may have some things. I can try, anyway. Alright, okay, so step 1 is... are they outside the door?
The 2 guards are staying in the room. The 2 burly humanoids are staying in the room with you. The old man has left.
Okay. I want to... If my arms are manacled together, then I have approximately that much room between them.
Pretty much, yeah.
Cool, that's perfect. I basically shimmy it so I bring my hands up in front of me by going down under my ass and under my legs. I can do that, so I know that she could. Like,
Okay.
so hands are now in front of her. I'm going to reach into one
of the 2 guards that is currently standing watch, seeing you bringing your arms out front, turns to you and goes, "Dozen 1. Don't be trying to pull anything like that. Hands behind you. We
I
can't have you trying to leave before your
ignore
quest."
him. I put my hands into my pockets and I throw the 3 exploding potions that I picked off the big kind of snake person that we met week before last.
Okay.
Because there were 4 vials or orby things. I'm just going to pull them all out, the 3 that remain, and just throw them at the guards. Like,
Okay.
I don't know what they do. I just have
is-
3 flaming potions written down here, so...
What are the targets? Like, how are you dividing this up?
Okay, she'll probably be quite smart about this, so she's going to throw 1 at each and hold the other in reserve.
Okay. Do 2 ranged attacks then. They are considered improvised weapons, and you do have disadvantage.
Okay. I think... I don't think I'm trained in improv. Nope. Okay. So, if I hit disco, which it really is, since I'm chucking it, it's a dexterity chuck.
Yep.
Not proficient, so it's just
With
a dexterity
disadvantage.
roll. Yeah. 1 and 2. Oh, shit, mine. I don't know what the
Okay.
effect is. I assume there's some sort of fiery thing going off, so I assume there's some sort of AoE.
Right, so you throw both of them, and they sail through the air far off course of where you were aiming. And the 2 vials smash against the stone, burst of flame, and then it goes away. The 2 of them turn, look at you, open up the door, rush and grab you.
Okay, so whilst they're looking at whilst they're looking at the exploding things going off, do I then have time to try and break through the manacles? Because I think it's a strength 20 check.
You can attempt to break through the manacles if you want, yes.
Alright. This may not work, but I'm going to give it a go anyway. I can't stand here not
Go
doing
for it.
anything. Oh,
Unfortunately, the manacles are too tough. It chafes on your arms and it hurts.
okay.
So the 2 guys rush in, they quickly pick you up. And at this point, they've gotten smarter. You have to have the most intelligent guys. And they just start removing all of your equipment. They start going through your pockets. They start taking your weapons, everything.
I would like to scream really loudly. I'm not going to do it on
Sure.
mic because I'll blow them up. And I'm just
That's fine.
hoping that they'll be able to hear.
That's fine. Now I need you to take your headphones off, and then I'm going to have the others come back on.
Okay, assume that if they come back, I'm spitting and fighting. She's not going to go down quiet. Just throwing that out there.
Well, as soon as they take your... Okay. Oh.
Hi.
Hey.
Hello.
That's
Hi.
a lot of disadvantage.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Did you die?
She's
she
not
can't
back.
hear you because she doesn't have her headphones on.
Okay.
This is where they'll try to kill us.
You guys hang out for a bit, just kind of enjoying the food and whatnot. After like 5 minutes, the old and he then addressing the rest of you says, "If you would like, we have guest rooms. Being that you are friends of the Chosen One, we will gladly take care of that much for you."
I'm
Okay,
That
aware.
would
sounds
be
chill.
wonderful.
I'm sorry I didn't catch everything. There were too many voices at once.
Neil, did
Oh.
you say I'm a bear?
Yes.
That would be wonderful.
Wonderful then, if you will please follow me. And he starts heading towards a side door, one of the wooden doors where you saw the all of the people going off to. Three of you are following?
I am at least.
Yeah, I'm following.
Yeah.
Are you still a bear? Jesus.
Yes.
Hasn't it worn off by now?
No.
Alright, hold on one second.
Unless we had dinner for 2 hours. No.
So, you guys follow the old man through this wooden door, and you can see inside that it is essentially a small kitchen.
Mm.
And on the opposite side of the room, you can see that there is another door, which he leads you through, and within this area, there is a long hallway. There are several doors along the way. Each door appears to have like a random picture of a light source. You'll see like a torch, a lantern, things like that. And he leads you down this hall to the end where 3 doors. There's one directly at the end, and then there's one on the left, one on the right. And he turns to you and says, "You may choose whichever light or whichever room you wish. That is entirely up to you."
I'm gonna take the middle one.
I'll check the one on the right.
I will take the left one.
You're a bear.
I'm a bear.
So he opens the doors to each of the rooms, and inside, as you all step into each of your rooms, you can see that there is a small bed, a small dresser, and a wash basin. And a chamber pot, if that's something that you may wish.
I feel like that's important, actually.
And
I'm aware.
he says, "Well then, have a good night. We will see you tomorrow at the light."
Hey, Art?
Yeah.
I only need to sleep for an hour before I get my shapes back, right?
If it's a short rest, then
Short.
pretty much, yeah.
It's a short rest, yeah. I'm gonna sleep, and then the first, like, in an hour, I'm gonna, like, wake myself up. Like, I'm only
Okay.
gonna nap, basically. And the first time I wake up, I'm going to turn into a lizard and try to find Calore's room.
A lizard and do what now?
Sneak around. Try to
Okay,
find
where-
Calore's room.
Okay, where are you going? Like,
Wherever I saw them take her to. I would
okay,
look
so
for rooms around there.
first thing that you notice, you turn into a lizard, shrink down to a little itty bitty size.
Hey, little big guy.
You notice that the door itself is very much flush with the door frame. Seem to be a way out.
The door is a lizard?
Yeah.
It's like an airtight door frame?
Pretty much, yeah.
Are all the doors like this?
You don't know. You're only in one room.
Well, I guess I'll turn back and then open the door and to where I can get out, and then.
Alright, you notice that the door is locked.
Those motherfuckers.
Called
Freaking cults.
Okay, what can I do? What do I have? What is the frame of this door made out of?
Stone.
Stone. Okay, and heat metal won't work on the handle or hinges or anything? Well, it would only it would have to be the handle because I couldn't cast it. Well, I could cast it twice, but that would suck. There's no locking mechanism on this door that I can see.
That you can see, no. There's a doorknob that's on the inside, but that's it.
Mm-hmm. Well then, I am going to. The door is stone? Like the whole door?
No, the door is made of wood.
Okay. I'm gonna turn into a horse and kick that shit down.
Alright, make a strength check. As a horse.
9. He's gonna keep going at it though.
Okay.
Do you want me to
Give
keep going
me-
at it?
Give me one more roll.
Okay. 12.
It's a really solid door. You could probably be pounding at it all night, but so far as you're aware, it's probably not going to do much except wear you out and probably end up hurting.
Alright, yeah, I'm going to... I don't have anything, so I'm going to go back to sleep.
Okay.
Can I do a quick perception check around the room thing?
A quick
Hidden
what?
away. Perception around the room and see if there's anything strange about these rooms. Outside of just the fact that really crazy.
That would be an investigation, but yeah, you can give me an investigation, sure.
5, so no. Okay.
You're not really sure. At least the room you're in seems like it's pretty much airtight, but it seems like it's a homey guest room. But it does seem a bit peculiar that it is, like, it seems.
Yeah, this isn't great, but I'm gonna assume that my buddies in the room next to me heard me pounding at the door. So I'm just gonna go to sleep until I get my shapes back.
Okay.
Did we hear loud pounding?
Yeah.
So what about the other two?
Did
What
we
are you
hear?
guys doing?
Did we hear the loud pounding?
That depends if you guys went to sleep or not.
Oh,
I was gonna
before
go
I-
to sleep.
before I go to sleep, I wanted to check for holes in the wall, like I did at my other room.
It would have been at least an hour. So you guys probably would have been asleep.
Run that by me again? Sorry.
I want to look for holes in the wall like I did in my other room.
Holes in the wall like you did in your other room?
The guild room that had holes in the wall where that stuff came out of.
Like the little holes you could poke that
Yeah,
the John came out. You poke the hole and the John came
there's a
out.
bookcase in one of them.
Roll me an investigation then.
Crit.
Okay.
This was the best use of a crit I could have possibly come up with.
So, you take a look around the room, and there are no holes.
Aw.
In fact, there's none at all. This room seems to be very much airtight.
So nothing in here that I could find that's interesting at all. On the walls, at least, because that's where I'm looking.
Not that you can tell. They seem like smooth stone walls.
Okay.
Good
I'm gonna
crit.
take
Good
a
crit.
guess. There's no window. Is there a
No.
window? Okay. Yeah, in that case, I'm probably just gonna go to sleep.
Morgane is just gonna try to go to sleep immediately, because why wouldn't she?
Alright, so, Leon, being that you are sleeping, okay, and... No. Okay. And... Oh yeah, you're an elf, though.
Yeah, I
Mm.
only need to meditate. I don't really
Right.
sleep.
Leon, you don't hear shit. Morgane, after like an hour into your meditative trance that you do as an elf, you hear what sounds like 2 loud thumps. Aelix's room is, and then
Jesus.
you don't hear anything else.
I'm gonna.
You just hear kind
get
of like
up.
a boom, boom.
Okay. I'm gonna get up and try to open my door so I can go out and check on Malik.
You go over and grab the doorknob, and it's locked. Why is it locked? That's weird.
I'm gonna pound on the door really quickly and see if there's anyone outside and be like, "Can you let me out of my room?"
You don't hear any response.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna. Which side is Malik on?
Left.
I'm gonna go to the left side of my room and like knock on the wall and be like, "Hey, buddy, can you hear me?"
And this is before I went back to sleep. Yeah.
Well, who took the middle room?
Me.
Okay. Well, then it would be your right.
Yeah. Okay. So I go to the right and I knock on the wall and I say, "Hey, buddy, are you okay? Can you hear me?"
Can I hear
Like,
it?
you don't hear anything.
I'm getting concerned now, so I'm going to. Can I cast Shatter on inanimate objects?
Mm.
I mean, it says that a
You
non-magical
will-
object that isn't being worn or carried also takes the damage. And yeah, I figured I'll take damage too, right?
Yeah. In a
Worth
very
it.
small room.
Worth it. I'm gonna cast Shatter on the door.
Okay.
Does a sound-based attack wake me up?
Okay, so make your con save. Okay, so you take the thunder damage. So you cast your spell, and there's a loud boom against the door. Visible cracks on the wooden door. It doesn't look like it's quite broken yet, but it does look heavily damaged.
Cool. I'm going to cast. I'm going to use Healing Word on myself.
Okay, hang on.
I don't need to roll initiative against this door, do I?
No.
So that's. I took 14, and then that's 8 is half of 14, right? So no, is 8 half of 16?
It is half of 16.
I'm terrible at math.
By the way, Malik switches his spells around when he's going to wake up next.
I believe that takes a long rest, though, for you to change
Well,
your
I mean, I'm
spells.
assuming that he's taking a long rest right now.
All right. And Leon, yes, you are awoken to the sound of a boom.
And he's gonna have a another one because I was about to cast it again.
Go for it,
Okay, hold on.
because you don't know what he's
Just-
doing. So
Yeah, I'm just updating my
I love
my
the fact that
health.
Linda doesn't know anything of what's happening right now.
Nah, she's just seeing attacks and healings in chat.
Uh-huh. All right, and make the con save again, please.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You take that damage.
That's fine.
Are you unconscious?
Nope.
All right. So you cast a spell again, and there's another loud boom, and the door this time shatters to splinters.
Good.
Leon, you hear another loud boom.
Sweet. I like loud booms. That means something good's happening, right? I try to open my door.
It is locked.
Not
Oh.
changing spells since I'm assuming I'm not going to sleep again.
Imagine
Uh,
that.
Yeah, no, because you actually wake up to the sound of two loud booms.
Yeah, no.
I already looked around here. I know that there's no easy way out.
Right.
I want to talk to my rock.
All right, shoot me the message.
Wanda looks so scared.
Why?
No, just like look at her on the Twitch though.
All right, Onyx, roll the d20.
Oh jeez.
Dang it. Okay.
Get
I
no
already know.
answer.
I guess that much.
So Morgaine, since you're the only one physically capable of actually doing anything right now, you step out of your room, and you notice two things.
Mm-hmm.
One is you notice that there's a small keyhole on each of the doors, not including your own, because your own is destroyed.
Right.
And the other thing you notice is that to your, well, actually, dead ahead for you, the hallway that you guys came through is just down in the middle of the hall.
Cool.
There's what in the middle of the hall?
A portcullis,
What's that?
metal
Metal
gate.
Oh.
You know, like that, how the stereotypical fantasy gate is like that metal fence-looking thing that comes down with the spikes at the bottom, and then they pull it
Freaking-
back up.
Friggin' fraggin'. I only have one. I can't break the other guys out unless I get a really good shatter because I only have one
Well, you
shatter
have
left in
access
me.
to the. You have access to the lock holes now.
I can't. You think I can pick a lock?
I mean,
You
no, but it
can.
gives you
You
something.
could technically cast Shatter and hit both doors.
I can only do it once though.
Right. The other issue is you also, based on casting it the first and second time, you would need to really hit this pretty hard in order for them to break on the one shot.
Yeah.
Not to mention you are going to hit yourself again.
Is there
Yeah,
a way
but
to
I
give
can
yourself
heal
increased
myself, so
damage?
I don't mind that.
Can she not walk more than 10 feet away?
There's no room to, really.
I don't mind.
These are very small
injuring
rooms.
I really don't mind injuring myself too much as long, but I just because I can just heal myself because I still have 3 more first level spells. I just
Yeah.
only have 1 more second level.
How about this? I'm gonna start producing flame on my door. Slowly but surely, I want to catch this wooden door on fire.
I'm gonna. Oh, that's right. I can make flames too. I'm gonna go and set and also put flames on.
Because the walls are stone,
On-
right?
Right.
Okay, so
I'm
the
gonna-
whole building won't burn. Okay, yeah, just the door. Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Well, I don't know that that's what Malik's doing, and he's where I heard the thump coming from. So I'm also gonna go cat put flames on his door.
Okay. So the two of you sitting there, each doing your own fire stuff, are like going at this door. You both know is some sort of like treating to the wood wood seems like it's very much designed to survive weather and damaging of such sorts. Burn through the door and get out. It's probably going to take you the better part of an hour,
I want
just
to.
because it seems like it's very thick wood.
Can we hear each other?
You haven't tried. You don't
I
really
tried
know
through
that
the I
either of
tried
you
through
is
the
on the door.
wall. Yeah, I
Hey.
tried through the wall before, so
I heard those two loud booms. Anyone out there? Hello?
Morgane, you hear.
Awesome.
I put my mouth directly against like there are no cracks in the door at all, like not even like a teeny tiny sliver of crack.
A
There's
lizard
gotta
could
be
not
because
go
otherwise
through.
like a teeny tiny one,
Oh.
otherwise the sound wouldn't travel through it super well, right? So
There are very, very,
Oh,
very
keyhole.
small, minuscule ones.
the keyhole. I'm gonna put my mouth up to the keyhole. Because
The keyhole doesn't go all the way through.
Oh. Well,
From
I'll
when
put
you were
my-
in your room, there was no other side of the key.
Right. I'm gonna put my mouth up against like where the turny bit from the
Uh-huh.
what I mean, like the bit that goes in
Yeah,
and
no,
out.
I know what you're talking about.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna put my mouth up where that would be because I would assume there'd be some space, a little bit of space there, and I'm gonna yell. I'm not actually gonna yell because like, Malik, can you hear me? If you can hear me, talk up to the door jam. I think that's what it's called, right? The door jam? No, I don't know. Talk up. If you can hear me, talk to where the door closes.
Near the door handle, you're saying.
Yeah.
Malik, you can faintly hear Morgane's voice. It's a bit hard to understand, but you get the gist of it.
Okay. I'll do what she says. What's going on? What's happening out there?
We're all locked in our rooms.
Except for you.
I exploded my door.
Okay, I can't
I
do
hurt
that
myself.
so good.
I can
Hey,
explode your door maybe once, but I don't think it would help much.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go. I'm. I'm gonna go see if Leon can do anything to his door, so I know what I have to do.
The door, does it swing out of the room into the hallway or into the room?
It swings outward.
Okay, I'm gonna cast heat metal on the doorknob so that when
Okay.
it's all heated up, I can try to break through with strength. I don't have any more transformations though, so it'll just be
Alright.
me.
You heat up the doorknob. Morgane, from the other side, you can see the doorknob from your end starting to glow red hot. Malik, make a strength check. As yourself.
14.
Okay. You ram into the door and you can feel it like buckle underneath your weight. It doesn't actually open all the way though. It feels like bent on the inside, like the actual the deadbolt. But it doesn't seem like it broke free.
Alright, I'm gonna give it a minute because my shoulder's probably fucked, and I'm gonna
Yeah, it doesn't feel very good right now.
I'll let them do things before I try again.
I'm gonna walk over to Leon's door and I'm gonna do what I did with Malik. I'm gonna put my mouth like right up against that part of the door and I'm gonna be like, Leon, can you hear me?
Before all of that, though, since they took forever doing their thing, can I get Ava to do ice stuff to the doorknob?
She doesn't really have any.
When she attacks things, though.
tactile ice. Give me a animal handling.
Okay. Animal handling. 19.
Yeah, it takes you a few tries, but you eventually get the basic concept to Ava of like take one of your claws, do the icy bit, and like poke it.
I'm imagining myself explaining that.
Yeah, so where do you want Ava poking?
The base of the doorknob.
Okay, so Ava comes up and like puts her paw on the door and then like uses one of her claws and does like the little icy bit. You can see little ice crystals form at the doorknob.
I'm gonna just let that happen for a good while, till it seems like most of this doorknob is frozen or very cold.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take a hammer out of my bag,
Uh-huh.
the engineer's pack, and I'm going to hit the doorknob as hard as I can with it.
Okay. Give me a strength check.
Okay, this should go well. Strength check. 9.
You slam the hammer into the doorknob and your arm starts shaking and vibrating as it like bounces back, like it hurts. You're like, oh god. With that, I'm gonna have you guys take off your headphones and I'm gonna switch back to Valanda.
Sweet. Okay.
Okay.
Hey there. You've been having some fun, you missed all of it. So, the message you had sent me was doing a dex or strength check in order to break out of the manacles. So the second time around, you try using your dexterity. Fortunately, you botched it and rolled a 1. And you took 6 slashing damage from just deeply gashing your wrists and ankle. The guards, like, they're still watching you, and they see you, like, fervently trying to break out at this point. And the walks in and grabs you again, lifting you off the ground, and says, "Enough of that. Can't be having you try to hurt yourself, not till sunrise." You can certainly try. Give me a basically just be a. Actually, no, because you're good with unarmed strikes. Strike, but it's going to be with disadvantage because you are considered restrained. That's fine, as long as I know it. Jesus Christ. Yeah, you hit him square in the nuts, and he like drops you on the ground. You take 2 bludgeoning damage as you basically slam into the hatch yourself. And he reaches down, grabbing onto his nads, and he's like, "Oh!" The other guard behind him rushes in and goes to grab you, and you can get 1 shot at him before he's gonna basically like. In this case, no, because there's no way that you're gonna be able to move that fast. Uh, yeah. As this guy is reaching down to grab you, you quickly like slam your hands up and catch him in the throat. Not with enough force to like break his throat or like break his neck or anything. You knock the wind out of him. He's like, he stumbles backward. The other guard is currently trying to recover. He's got one on his crotch, and the other hand is reaching out to grab you. No, not that you see. Not on them. Give me a athletics or acrobatics with disadvantage. Actually, no, because you're restrained, so you automatically fail that shit, huh? I think restrained conditions, restrained. Let me just double check. Disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. Yeah, but in this case, it really doesn't make sense that you would be able to do acrobatics or athletics. Yeah. Right. I mean, right now, like, you're on your back, so it's going to be kind of hard to do much of anything. So he reaches down and picks you up, and really noticed it prior, just because you've been frantically trying to escape. There's like a hook up, hanging on the ceiling, and he basically lifts you up and just latches you onto the hook. Your arms right now are basically being wrenched behind you, like up in the air. Yeah, I mean, so that you're comfortable. I mean, right now, I don't think this guy gives a fuck whether or not you're comfortable. So he puts you up on the hook, grabs his buddy, and pulls him out of the cell, closes the door, and hmm, and try to kick him. Yep. Okay. Do the I guess this would be, well, no, it would be more of an attack roll then, yeah. All right, so do the attack with the disadvantage. Feel like you're cheating. Jesus Christ, yeah. All right, so you yank yourself up and you catch your ankles around this guy's throat and yank him back. And he is going to try to break out of it. So make your athletics check. Um, I was about to say that there's no way that you would have disadvantage on something like that. This is a very hard position. Right. Yep, so you grab him and pull him in, but after a few seconds from him being surprised at you grabbing him like this, he is able to yank your legs apart, pull himself free, and he gets out of the cell. So he pulls his buddy out, he slams the door behind him, and from somewhere off to the side that you can't see, produces the keys and locks the gate to you. And he just says to you, "No more of that shit. Tomorrow you go back to the light." That's what said. Well, you're gonna have to do that next time, because we're gonna call it there. As soon as I get the others back. Oh, they're not paying attention.
Hi.
Hey.
You know, if you type in chat, it makes a sound. Just in case they just muted you instead of taking their headphones off.
No, they have their headphones off.
Oh. Good for them. They followed the rules exactly.
We're gonna end it there.
Hello.
Hey, we're ending it there.
What?
Yep.
The frickety frack?
So, I don't know what you're talking about. You're not punching anybody in the face. Oh.
It's because you missed.
So, Valanda, go ahead. Take us out.
It's a miss. They have 25 AC.
Sorry.
Hi. Locked in a room.
Valanda, did you mute yourself at some point? So Julia says. in the
Oh
chat
yeah,
that-
I accidentally forgot to unmute myself from the XSplit thing.
When?
I don't know, that entire last session that we were just doing.
Okay, that's
But to
bad.
be fair, you kind of described everything that was going on anyway, so.
Wow, we.
Alright, well, I guess that's gonna be a good thing.
Oh, yeah.
Neil doesn't have to edit this.
You guys
5
basically
minutes
heard the
on
results of
Twitter.
what was going on anyway, so
Oh god.
it's all good. Anyway,
So
Neil.
anyways, Neil.
You can find me in my room forever. And you can find me on Twitter at Bardic Martin. Or Twitch here sometimes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Casey.
You can find me sitting here in the dark in my room. So... oh, haha. Put the again so I can see myself. You can find me on Twitter at Child of Ginevra and Redacted, and also every like Caloray and Morgane moment tonight was pretty adorable and awesome. So I was having a good time. Definitely my favorite part was something I did when we had the cool, like, your earphones were off. So I don't want to say.
I saw
Please don't.
some interesting con rolls there.
Uh-huh.
Cool. Internet
But
Ghost.
Neil and Onyx know what I'm talking about, I think.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
an internet
sure.
ghost, so I don't have a room, so you can't find me there. But you can find me on Twitter at OnyxQWE. And my favorite part of the night was definitely, standing on the stage and encouraging everyone to praise the lights.
Yeah, I thank you
Praise
heartily
be,
for
praise
that.
You're welcome.
I tackled a
Crazy.
bat real good.
You guys are the greatest friends.
Yay.
My favorite quote of the night is, "I'm a bear."
Arch.
Oh god, there was so much good there. I think my favorite part is where I got to fuck you all. So basically the last hour of that.
Can we just not escape and just live here?
No,
we do!
No,
This
No.
is where we live now.
no.
I don't want to live here.
This is where you
I'm not living here.
They're treating
live.
us
Puts
so
the
well.
hose in the basket or it gets the hose again.
I'm
Three of
not
us getting
living here.
treated so well, though. I don't know about Kalare, but the three of us, it's great.
I'm not living here.
Yeah, we're
let's
having
let's
a
put it
spa
like that.
time.
And you can find me on Twitter at arch_DND.
Yeah, we're at a bear.
Go ahead and tweet at me how great of a DM I am for fucking them all like this. It's great.
I'm in a spa for bears.
That's okay.
Roll for
I
bears.
just like the idea
Roll for
you've now
bears.
left me in the situation I'm left in. I've got plenty of time, man. I've got nothing but time, and I'm a ninja.
I swear, you're gonna push it and you're eventually gonna get your ass knocked out.
That's fine. I'm good with that also. Okay. Other than no, I have to outro myself. That was. I'm so happy that she now is a light bat. It's just the most amazing thing. For her, it's terrible, but for me, it's just the most funniest thing. I love it.
Oh, just you wait until I tell you what you can do.
I'm hoping the answer is fly. I'll be a shit bat if I can't.
It'd be kind of sad if you can fly and
I can't.
yeah, Onyx can't. I had a moment where I couldn't remember what animal Malik was.
Snake.
Sneak.
He's a sneak. Yeah, that was fun. And I actually have to agree. I think it's Leon chanting with the rest of the crowd. It was amazing. You're usually giving this to the worst person ever. It's
I
so
wanted to
good.
cast fairy fire and make everyone glow with light so hard.
I even said in chat, it's like someone cast a light spell of some sort.
Yeah.
Pretty sure if you did that, the entire congregation probably would have orgasmed simultaneously.
And
And we could have lived peacefully.
Yeah,
Weird
maybe
cult.
they wouldn't have been complete shitholes.
Just cast Fairy Fire on ourselves and we can walk out.
What are you talking about? That they're complete shitholes. They're treating us to a spawn night.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me finish wrapping this up. You can find me on Twitter at blood_BTP. You can find me actually not here next week. Actually, that's something I probably should shout out. We're not here next week because the Bloodthirsty Puppets are actually at a convention. I don't know if you guys are doing a one shot. It's entirely up to you.
I don't have anything prepared, so say
Neither do I.
probably not.
Yeah, I was really bad. I completely forgot until these guys just logged on. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. I'm not here next week, so my bad. Yeah, we're not here next week. But otherwise, keep an eye on my Twitter because lots of exciting things are going to be popping up soon, and everything I do is up on there. Check out the White Vault on Twitter. I'm the voice of the narrator of what's coming out, and I'm very, very excited. It's a really good script. Other than that, check out bloodthirstypuppets.co.uk, which is where all the system stuff is going up for the spy system. Thank Kevin MacLeod for all the free ass music because it's free. You don't have to pay for it. Incompetech.com, badass. And is there anything anyone would like to shout into the void before I finally get rid of us? Thank you for the follow.
Praise the light.
Praise the Lord.
Praise the light. Okay, I've had enough of that. Good night, guys.